Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, what else I want to talk about? Megan Thee Stallion is suing Milagro Grams, accuses her of spreading false information on behalf of Tory Lanez. You know, I've never seen what she looks like. I've only seen her tweets during the trial. And um I'm glad she's being sued. I'm glad she's being sued. Let's read. Matter of fact, I don't even want to read it from here. I'm cuz you know, listen, y'all know who owns It's On Site, right? Okay, y'all know who what's her name? Nicki Minaj's ex BFF who used to be on Love and Hip Hop. Let's do that. Let's do Megan Thee Stallion and let's read this story from another source just in case because it depends on what source you read it from. If you're reading it from a blog and you read it from the North Carolina Beat, you read it from, you know, maybe I can't remember, maybe Gossip in the City, you may not get a correct assessment of the situation because they don't like Megan and they seem to really, really like Tory Lanez, and I'm not exactly sure why. But let's read. Megan Thee Stallion is suing blogger Milagro Grams for alleged harassment and churning out falsehoods relating to the body rapper's 2020 shooting by Tory Lanez. On Wednesday, October 30th, lawyers for Megan, real name Megan Pete, filed a lawsuit against the blogger, real name Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, in Florida, per court documents obtained by People, alleging she acts as a paid surrogate for Tory Lanez, Daystar Peterson, and spreads lies on his behalf, much like academics as well. In the lawsuit, Megan 29 claims Cooper shared a deep fake pornographic video of her to X, formerly Twitter, accused her of having a severe drinking problem, questioned her mental status, and labeled her both an angry black woman and a lying ass hoe. Girl, it's crazy when a black woman uses Raleigh. It's crazy to me when black women use the same problematic rhetoric that's used against black women against one another. Like it's very weird to me. I don't know if I would ever really refer to a black woman as just an angry black woman without a reason for her anger. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the documents also allege the blogger falsely claimed that the firearm Mr. Peterson used to shoot Miss Pete was not produced during the trial because it was missing. I remember this. Megan's lawyers write that the firearm remains in the custody of the Los Angeles Police Department. Okay. Also, I believe they were putting out stories like his fingerprints weren't found on the gun when really it was inconclusive. Like that type of shit. They, skewed it slightly to where it's not a complete lie, but it definitely makes you feel like in some way he's not responsible. Additionally, the lawsuit claims Cooper has continuously doubted Peterson actually shot Megan, despite him having been sentenced to 10 years in prison for the violent crime. The WAP MC's legal team demands a jury trial and seeks monetary damages, plus Megan's attorney's fees and costs, as well as a permanent injunction barring defendant Cooper from any future use or publication of intimate visual depictions of her. In a statement about the new filing, Megan said it's time to hold bloggers accountable for years of harassment, cyberbullying, and the publication of misinformation about my personal and professional life. I've endured countless attacks on my character based on false narratives from social media bloggers misrepresenting themselves as journalists, added the Grammy winning rapper. Megan concluded it's unacceptable behavior, and these individuals need to understand there will be repercussions for recklessly posting lies and defamatory falsehoods. Cooper received a notice from the filing and wrote on X, I've been informed that I'm being sued by Alex Spiro on behalf of his client, Megan Thee Stallion. Countersuit gon' go crazy, she wrote in a follow-up post. What are you going to countersue for exactly? Like, what is the countersuit going to say? Because Megan hasn't done anything to you, as far as we know. Cooper did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. In December 2022, a 9-day trial resulted in a jury unanimously convicting Lanes, 32, of assaulting Megan with a semi-automatic firearm, carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. The incident occurred following a dispute involving the two musicians and her former assistant and ex-friend, Kelsey Harris, after the three left the pool party held at Kylie Jenner's Los Angeles home in July 12, 2020. Okay. So I remember during the trial, because y'all know I was heavy on the trial when it was out. Listen, you ain't have to tell me. I already know. I'm glad she's being sued, because I remember during the trial, and I really, really detested the way she was handling the trial. Like, people were using, that's why we started following Megan, the journalist, right? Y'all remember? Because Megan Kuniff. Like, the fact that I even know this lady's name, we started following Megan Kuniff because she seemed to be the only one during the trial that was actually reporting what was happening in a non-biased journalistic manner, versus people like Milagro and DJ Academics that were there merely to fight on behalf of Tory Lanez. And again, I will say what I've always said. He is the one that could not offer an alternate chain of events for how Megan got shot. He did not say it was Kelsey. He actually said it wasn't Kelsey on social media. So if it wasn't Kelsey, there's a bullet in her foot. What happened then? Tory has never explained. He's never explained. He just said it didn't happen how y'all think it happened. So at the end of the day, girl, I noticed what y'all were doing. They were absolutely putting out one-sided information. So let me explain to you how they would do this. And I always use the Jeezy Genie example. The Jasmine brand posted that story about Jeannie and Jeezy conflating something, talking about I was reading from the court documents. Yeah, you were reading from the court documents, but you conflated two different instances in order to make it seem as if Jeannie was just making him out to seem like, oh, he was this, he was that. And that's not really what was being said. It was two different instances. But then on top of that, you actually disseminated a deep fake porn video of Megan. And I remember that happened right around the time that something was going on for Megan. And that came out like right before, and she was really upset about it. I think she might have had a performance or something like that. And she was like really emotional about how that video was disseminated. I never even saw the video. That's how fast they must have got it off, off Twitter. But I remember specifically how Milagro handled the court case, posting all kind of shit that wasn't true, one-sided things. Another thing they'll do, so the lawyer, right? So Tory Lanez's lawyer or somebody's lawyer will say, well, I think this, and this happened, so I'm filing injunctions to prove this happens. They're filing shit, right? They will file shit to make it look a certain way and then report it as if the law enforcement is saying this. No, the lawyer was saying that. The lawyer said this happened. The law enforcement did not say that happened, but they would make it seem like, oh, the police were saying that. The police didn't say that, bitch. The lawyer said that. And that doesn't mean that it's true. But that's what the type of shit that they were doing during the court process, putting stuff out that was really not true. She had just started her tour. Okay, yeah, she had just started her tour that y'all was saying wasn't going to sell out. Thank you, Cynthia. Black male worship will continue to be the downfall of Black women. It's so crazy to me because these women don't realize that they could be victimized by the very men that they defend. Girl, when I tell you, I'm trying to understand why, like, somebody at some point needs to do a documentary on Milagro and why it is she's acting like this. Because did you fuck him? Do you want to fuck him? Is he making you feel like he's in love with you? Like, are y'all talking over the phone? Like, what's happening for you to be dick riding that little munchkin that bad? Like, what's happening? Thank you, Courtney. She just started her tour. Thank you. But yeah, I'm sorry. It's absolutely about perception. DJ Wackademics ass posting shit that wasn't true. Like, they all did that. A lot of them did that. Just like that motion Tory filed the other day. Yes. People were saying the motion was granted due to evidence received. That was debunked. Exactly. We just talked about that. Him trying to make it seem like his lawyer was working for Roc Nation simply because she is an executive producer on a show that was named after a Jay-Z album. Like, but you didn't have a problem with her when she was defending you. You didn't bring any of that up before, but you'll try to use everything you can to get out of jail. The main thing y'all need to understand is that Tory Lanez was a convicted felon who had a gun. Period. Point blank. Y'all can't argue that shit, can you? Because if it was Kelsey, why didn't he say it was Kelsey? He's never said it was Kelsey. He didn't even get up on the stand to defend himself and give the chain of events that would have led to us believing that Meg was actually a liar. So to me, when everybody's like, oh, she lied about fucking him. That was it. She didn't lie about getting shot. We literally saw video of her limping with blood trailing behind her with her hands up. We saw video of that. And y'all were still arguing about whether she got shot or not. It's weird. It's very, very weird. And I will say to everybody that believes that Tory Lanez didn't shoot her, please give me an alternate state of events that would actually make sense. If you can't do that, please shut up. Please shut up. Because it doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense. I'm glad she's being sued. Because to me, you must have a real vendetta against Megan. It's crazy. It's crazy for you to have this much hatred against a woman that you probably do not even know so that you can defend a man who you don't even know. Wild, crazy work. Right. We literally hear Kelsey on camera. Meg, are you okay? Meg, are you okay? Right. We're supposed to ignore all of that. We're supposed to ignore the police call where he calls Kelsey and apologizes. Oh, girl, let me help y'all out. uh, uh, okay, don't make listen. I don't want to have to go through this blocking people all day, but I will block y'all. I will block y'all. My defense of Megan comes from the fact that she had a hole in her foot. I watched her dragging herself away from the scene. She says he shot her. There were only two other people besides the two of them in the car that had no real value whatsoever when we're talking about entertainment industry. People putting millions of dollars behind Megan, millions of dollars behind Tory Lanez. If anybody else had done it, he would have said that, but he didn't. So at the end of the day, I'm talking about brass tacks facts, how things actually look, what actually happens, that type of shit. I'm not dealing with y'all trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm just no, baby. I'm never a fan that bad. That girl lied about fucking him. Yeah, she did. I don't care. She was shot. There was no lie there. Y'all was telling me she didn't get shot. I had to pull up pictures of the hole in her foot several different times. Several different times. Y'all continue to move the goalposts during the trial. First, she didn't get shot. Then it wasn't him. Who the fuck was it? Oh, it was Kelsey. He said it wasn't Kelsey. He got on the internet and said that it wasn't Kelsey. So what is your option? Please. And I have yet to have anybody explain to me what happened if that's not what happened. I have yet to hear. Y'all will bring up everything else. Y'all will talk about, oh, Megan lied. Megan, I don't give a fuck. What happened then? Tell me what happened then. Tell me what happened then. Since you know. I'll wait. All y'all can say is she's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. Okay, baby. Okay. Well, so is he. He's a convicted felon and he's violent and he had been known to just hit people out of feeling disrespected, like he did with August Alsina. Then he said that he wasn't even there and there was actually video of him being there. We have actual proof of Tory lying about assaulting somebody. Y'all will continue to ignore that though, right? You're going to ignore the fact that this man literally lied about assaulting somebody, and there was evidence of him being at this concert where he is backstage and ends up hemming up August Alsina. He comes out and says, I wasn't even there. Video of him being there. Straight up lied about assaulting somebody. But no, you want to keep pointing out how Megan lied. It's weird. Y'all are weird. I want y'all to stop worshiping dick that much. Stop. Stop worshiping penis so much that you can't see the truth of the matter. You can't see the forest for the trees because you want a dick ride so bad. Girl, shop Sador and buy you one. Okay? Go ahead down in my description box. Shop Sador. Get you a dick that will not shoot you. So you can stop dick riding for men who would in my comments. Y'all are weird. All right. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Can't wait for that countersuit. Say it's gonna go crazy, huh? We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.